Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves who are on this journey to love, to more and more love. And so what I wanted to share yesterday was, so if you follow my messages or if you're new to my messages, then they all go from one to the next, because they come from all of our higher selves that come to me for healing, come to me to join. I do a crystal grid, to join the crystal grid. Everyone that's connected basically on this journey, because we are part of a soul group that all are helping each other into our unions. Because if you are a twin flame, then you have already signed up to it basically. It is your mission to come together in this lifetime to help heal the planet and raise the planet in love and light. So if you are feeling any doubts at all, then remember this: it is your mission to do this time round, because if you have found your twin, even if you think about it, you have found the other part of your soul in billions and billion, I don't know how many billions of people there are on the planet, but firstly, think how amazing is that. Probably we all met our twins in very extraordinary circumstances, so we were brought together initially to meet. So, think first of all, wow, what are the chances? Because you are brought together to meet, to literally be twin flames who are increasing the cosmic heart and putting you on a path to love, because this relationship is needed. So that's the first thing. So clear fears, worries and doubts, because actually you just have to be in the space of absolute knowing that it will come together at the right time, because you were created together for a purpose and you took on this task as a job basically. So think of it like that. So you're just going, at the moment you're in your practice phase before you can actually do it together. Because I'm going to read out an email that I was sent. This is a lady that I did healing for, and in her healing I saw the violet flame, which is what I'd mentioned a couple of days ago, that I've been seeing the violet flame quite a lot recently, and it's something that I use quite a lot anyway for me and my twin. But I saw the violet flame, and I also heard the song from Titanic, My Heart Will Go On. So, and lots of other things, but those are two key features of the healing. So I'm just going to read out what she says. And so these are just showing you how connected we are on this journey, and also how much your higher self is kind of driving all of these messages to create these connections, so we all stay on track basically. Because the outside, what you can see on the outside is so far removed from what what your spiritual connection is saying. So yes, honestly, your message to me blew me away. The last time I saw my twin in the physical, I dropped him off at LAX, and then we got to his gate. He stopped to have a beer. The Titanic song, My Heart Will Go On, played where he was. He told me it made him sob like a child. He kept thanking me for our time together and telling me how much he loved me. Then, as he resumed his life at home, I heard less and less from him, and we haven't spoken in 6 weeks. The other thing you mentioned is the violet flame. I am a pranic healer, and together my twin and I invoked the violet flame and had a miracle when his mother's breast cancer reappeared after 10 years. 10 years ago she had a double mastectomy, and this time when it returned, surgery was not an option and chemo was not possible as the growth was too close to her heart. The mass was growing quickly. He and I started sending our healing energy and invoking the violet flame, and the mass began shrinking and shrinking, and the PET scan revealed that it was completely gone in March. So that is why these relationships, there is no more beautiful message to go with what I was going to be talking about today than this, right? Which is why you just know it's all of our higher selves working together. Because when I read that, I was thinking, these are, the message was going to be, these relationships really are needed, so no matter what it looks like. Yesterday it was all about the lemon drops, and who knew that from a lemon drop coming through in a healing, it would then go to the fact that, it's all about Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, and having the power, and her knowing that actually she could get home at any time. It was purely about having the faith and belief in herself. So that's the first thing. So what a beautiful message, because her twin flame energies, they use together to actually, create a miracle from a healing point of view, which is just amazing. Amazing. The next thing is I did a healing for, this again just shows how much we mirror each other. Yesterday, I mean, it's a very surreal existence, I must say, but yesterday I was doing a healing for somebody. In their healing, they were healing a past life where they had been in the army and they'd had an accident in the army. So we had to heal that from a past life, and then da-da-da. The very next healing after that I did was for somebody else who wasn't quite sure who their twin flame was. So they asked for confirmation. Now, in the confirmation, I got a letter coming through, and it confirmed to them who it was. Not only that, when they came back to me, they were just like, oh my goodness, because they are both in the army. And I was like, are you joking? Not only that, but the song that came through for that person, the date of when the song was loaded was the date, I think it was his mother's, it was his mother's birth date, but she had died a couple of years ago, and he was wanting to get a sign. He's been wanting to have a sign from her to confirm that, that she's with him, because he always knew that she was. And you see, this is what is so beautiful, because when you have a healing, it's like a gateway, right? So sometimes if you're blocked yourself, then it opens the door, right? It opens the door to let spirit and let your twin and whoever is around you that wants to support you on this journey. If you're struggling to get access to that, then that's exactly what the healing does, right? It opens a door to spirit, basically. So it allows you to kind of take your step out the door and allows people to come to you. So it will just get more and more and more. You will get more and more and more from the healing as you go through, because you'll start to see more and more and more signs and messages, and spirit will be able to talk to you much stronger. Because essentially it's just like, taking off some blocks, basically. The other thing, so that was just, and this is why it's so amazing, and so I feel so privileged to be able to do it, because hearing stories like that just melts your heart, right? Because it's just so lovely. The other thing is more on the lemon drops, which is just, right, so I did another healing for another lady yesterday. She comes back to me, and the first thing that her twin had got her was a packet of lemon drops. I don't know whether it was the first thing, but he'd gone away to Italy, came back and gave her a packet of lemon drops. So she was like, no way, because other things had come through from her healing as well. And I can just, so all of these things, it's just quite a wild ride at the moment, because the messages are getting so intense and the connections are just so crazy. I was saying about the horse trainer yesterday. So yesterday, somebody then messaged. So I went out for dinner, and very sadly, a young man, 33, only 33 years old, right? Very significant, because 33 is the doorway to romance card on here. He was only 33, and he was a horse trainer, and he committed suicide because he got into financial difficulty. And so I think he just felt that there was no way out. And anyway, so the lady said, I saw her comment, she said that her twin is called David, and he is a horse trainer. And so she said that they get so many syncs with your messages, and that's because your twin, your higher selves, are connected, right? So of course, that's a sign, right? Which is for everyone. If you're drawn to these messages, if you're drawn to, if you have synchronizations, then join the crystal grid, because that's your twin saying, I want you to join the crystal grid to help anchor these energies of love and light down onto the planet, because that's what we're here to do, right? And the crystal is super strong, because look at this card. I'm going to do a quick energy read for us afterwards, but look, he is holding the crystal, right? The rose quartz, which is what you receive when you join the crystal grid. So again, just more and more and more and more and more and more amazing. But I will do a quick energy read for us and load that up. But today, that was very much so the message about what the power of this relationship is. So if you are struggling, if you're feeling doubt, if you're feeling fear, if you're feeling like, what the hell is going on because I don't see any of it in my reality, then don't worry, because that's all part of the plan. It's part of the plan, basically, to test you, to make sure, can you stay in your cosmic heart, even though everything around you looks completely different? And do you have the, just think about what Dorothy had to go through before she realised actually she had all of the power within her. For a start, it was a whole movie. And, do you know what I mean? So if they give you everything all at once, where's the fun? So that's why the unfolding of the journey is such a key part of it. But trust that it is a needed relationship by the universe. So the universe will do everything it can to bring you together at the right time. And so that's why you can relax, because you can be like, okay, well, I totally know that this relationship is needed because we were created for a purpose. And therefore, I'm just going to chill out a bit, and I'm just going to have a really nice time and do some lovely things and treat myself nicely and try and spread my love and light and be, ride the storms as best as I can, and, appreciate every single part of the journey and appreciate all of your emotions, whether good, whether bad, whether anything. It's about how you look at them, right? So if you're looking at them as it's a terrible thing to be upset, well, that creates more. Whereas if you're just like, I embrace every one of my emotions because that's what makes me a human being. And I know that I'm here to have a human experience. So I'm going to love every part of it. And it just kind of changes. It's like a little switch that goes, oh, yeah, all right then. It's not so bad, So anyway, that's enough for today, rambling away. And if you want to come to me for healing, or to join the crystal grid, or to have an energy read using these cards, then please do. All of my details are in the link, and I just want to help as many people as possible. I mean, it just fills me with so much delight when people come back and just say, oh my goodness, how did you know that? And how did you get that from the, And, when the guy said that it was his mum was timestamped on the song, and I was just like, oh, that just is so beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love doing it for people. And it allows me to see, what are these collective messages that are then able to help us all, right, on this journey. I mean, the lemon drop thing yesterday just blew me away, to be honest. I was like, I knew it when he gave me lemon drop. I saw them with lemon drops. I thought, I know there's going to be something in this. What is it? So it's a beautiful journey into more and more and more craziness, but you just have to, buckle up because it's an interesting ride. All right, take care. Have a good one. Bye.